Hey friends, and welcome back to the Station Bakery. There's a lot of cakes that are going to be made today. So let's buckle up, put on our imaginary aprons, and get to baking. I'm starting my day out by checking my ingredient calculator to figure out how many of each ingredient I will need in order to make all of these batches. While prepping and baking isn't necessarily my most favorite part of the cake making process, I am seeing more and more that having systems and processes that aid me along the way is making it a bit easier to manage. So each time I'm going through this process, I'm constantly thinking of what is my system, what is the order of events that I need in order to be able to execute this as efficiently as possible, and then use this as a basis for all of my other orders just to make the process go smoother. And the more I practice my own systems and processes, the quicker the process is going to get for me. I am baking up the most number of cakes that I have ever done in the history of my cake business, and that is going to be 7 total cakes. There will be 3 chocolate cakes and 4 vanilla cakes that are going out of the door. Well, out of the door, but for my household as well, because this week I am celebrating my twins' birthday, and we are doing 6 cakes for them. And then I have 1 cake that's going to be for another order that I am also working on this week. Why I chose to do 6 cakes for my twins' birthday party? Well, sometimes I just like to be a little extra. I let my kids choose their own flavors, and one twin, she decided that she wanted chocolate cake with cookies and cream buttercream, and the other twin wants vanilla cake with strawberry filling. And then for my 7th cake that is going out of the door, it is going to be a vanilla on vanilla cake. Okay, so while we're waiting, I want to show you something else that I am working on. It's custom activity books that I'm making for my daughter's birthday party. And so it's basically going to be like part of the goodie bag that we're going to give. And you open it up, and there's all of these activities inside and coloring pages for the kids. These are like something simple and easy. This is something simple and easy that you can add on into your business as an add-on for the birthday packages. Just all you need is a printer and some paper, and you can easily make these. Such a cute and easy way to customize and order even further. I don't do cupcakes in my business. I don't offer them anymore. For a lot of you who have like questions about the mini cake pans and how many cupcakes are they, yeah, I don't do cupcakes anymore. But I am going to make a few cupcakes today. The liners that I use are these right here. Unfortunately, I got them off of Amazon, and unfortunately, the person that I got them from, they don't sell them anymore. So I can't quite give you the link for them. They're not jumbo, but they're not standard either. They have a standard base, so this part is not different, but this part is much taller and it flares out some. So yeah, these are the cupcake liners that I use, and you'll see how they bake up when I put them in the oven. So let's rewind a little bit, because I mentioned that I don't make cupcakes, and the reason why I'm telling you this is because I posted a reel that got a lot of traction and a lot of people were upset by it. But I made a reel addressing a question that I kept getting a lot of about the mini cakes. I kept getting asked by bakers how many cupcakes are in a mini cake. And I made a video stating that I don't know how many cupcakes are inside of a mini cake because I don't measure by cupcakes. I shared a video previously on the amount of grams or the weight of batter that I put inside of my mini cakes, and I thought that that would be enough, but clearly it was not. We need to know how many cupcakes. So here you are. You can see how much batter I put into my cupcakes, and then you can compare that to how many scoops of batter I put into my mini cake pans. I know that this is probably still going to upset some people, but hey, it just is what it is, and it's all in fun. I don't measure by cupcakes, so yeah. My cupcakes were the first to come out of the oven, and look at how beautiful they are. Like, they're the best. This is made with my vanilla dream cake recipe. It will be available for purchase in the description below. But just look at how delicious these cupcakes are. Maybe I should bring them back and put them back on the menu because, ooh. So you can see my oven definitely does not bake evenly. So I'm gonna have to work on that. But this is the cake, fresh out. Cupcake still cooling. And the 6-inch cakes are still in the oven. And I got those vanilla cakes in the oven going right now too. While that's going, I'm getting ready to go check my Amazon Echo Show and pull up my recipe so I know how much of each ingredient I need. And by looking at the tops, you wouldn't expect it to come out looking like that. Look at that. But yeah, it's just my my oven and the way it bakes. Look at that. The 4-inch vanilla cakes are fresh out of the oven. I did take these out of the pan a little bit too early, and yes, I was burning my fingers up. So I just lightly wrap them and let them sit there to cool a little bit longer, and then I am gonna fully wrap them and then put them into the freezer after they cool for a little bit. There's big controversy around whether or not you should be wrapping and freezing your cakes while they're warm. Some people tend to believe that it creates bacteria. You do your own research around that and make the decision that's best for you and your business. But as for me and mine, we are going to wrap these while they're warm and we're going to put them in the freezer to lock in that moisture. I will say though, do not wrap these warm and then leave them sitting out. That will lead to bacteria being created inside of your cakes. So, but again, do your own research around it. Don't take my word for it. I am not a food scientist or anything like that. So, do your due diligence and then make the best decision for you from there. Now my vanilla sheet cakes are out of the oven. I am going to be chopping this up. So this cake is actually going to make 2 cakes. And I was really struggling with this part. For some reason, I always forget how I wrap my sheet cakes. I really should have just divided it in half and then wrapped them individually like that. But my mind wasn't thinking. I was doing a lot of baking and I was just rushing, trying to get it all done. So yeah, but let me know in the comments, how do you wrap your sheet cakes? Is there a method? Do you have a trick that just makes this like super easy to do? If so, let us know in the comments because we want to know. Now that we're done with vanilla, I'm moving on to chocolate. I got my batter mixed up and now I'm popping the cupcakes, the 4-inch cakes, and the sheet cakes into the oven. The cupcakes are not going to be a part of the party. These are going to be cupcakes that we are going to enjoy for their actual birthday. And then everything else is going to be for the party. So more on what I'm doing, I am going to have their own individual cakes, which is what the 4-inch cakes are for. Each of them will have their own cake and their own flavor. And then I am doing 2 cakes per flavor per twin. That will be for the guests. I'm not going to give away too many details because I am going to show you, of course, in the next video when I decorate the cakes, the style that I'm kind of going for. But just take a guess in the comments if you think that you have an idea of what I'm doing with these cakes for my girl's birthday. It is a thing that was kind of trendy. Some people liked it, some people hated the idea, but I like the idea in the way that I'm going to execute it. But if you think you have an idea or a clue of what I'm referring to, just go ahead and drop those thoughts in the comments below, and then I will reveal the answer, of course, in the next video when I stack, fill, and decorate these cakes. I know y'all are probably sick of me, but listen, when I say my cakes are the best, look at these cupcakes. The chocolate dream cake cupcakes are fresh out the oven. And just look at how delicious they look. But they don't only look delicious, they are delicious, okay? If you don't believe me, if you're not too sure about the hype, just go ahead, grab my recipe, and you try it for yourself, okay? Go try it for yourself, but just look at it. Look at it. All of my recipes will be available for you, linked in the description below, or you can go to thestationbakery.com and you can find everything there as well. So now I'm putting the final touches on these chocolate cakes, getting them wrapped up and prepped to go inside of the freezer. And then we will be taking them out tomorrow to get them iced, filled, and decorated. So be sure that you stay around for that video. Plus the follow-up video after that is going to be me pricing out how much I would charge for these cakes. So make sure that you turn on your notifications and stay tuned for all the fun that we're going to have. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. And as always, I hope to see you all in the next video. And until then, peace.